The CovertGo podcast is now on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and is proudly sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code CGBPOD at checkout to get a discount and show your love for the audio version of the show. Hi, Raren.
Dude, that was silence for so long.
What? What I do?
Usually
Can't
like,
start a video with you anymore.
You went so silent for so long. Usually Simo's like, okay, you ready?
It's like
and
a
he goes
second
like,
and a half.
are you trolling?
No.
Okay, sorry, lock in.
Dude, dude, the tea is hitting you hard, man.
No, here, I'll do the intro for your video. It's fine, don't worry.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, CovertGoBlue. Sorry, Mesa Falcon guy. Today I have a tier list of... Hold on, I'm not prepared.
No, stop looking. So it's supposed to be a reveal. So today what we have, you got excited about SpongeBob cards.
I did.
But you haven't seen the SpongeBob cards.
I've seen some of the art,
but we haven't reviewed the SpongeBob cards.
No, we have not.
No, so I am going to basically farm your desire for SpongeBob and the audience's desire for SpongeBob. That if we kind of speed run some of this, what we're going to call Secret Lair art review, we're tier listing Secret Lair arts. All right, and at the end, you're going to get to see all the SpongeBob cards. Does that sound fun?
That sounds fun. Is there actually only? I'm counting this like 12. They haven't been doing this for that long, have they?
They have a lot more than this. I could probably do 6 or 7 videos of this with you if this goes well. There are so many of these. Let me add some specifics here at the start for the people at home who know their secret layers and those who want to know more about secret layers. So there are kind of 2 kinds of secret layers. There's mechanically unique. These are cards that have never been printed in Magic like before. They do something unique as a Magic card that hasn't been done by other Magic cards really before. They are a new card. And then there are basically reskins. Basically taking a card that existed in Magic and putting a different kind of art and style on it. And that's what the SpongeBob cards are. They're reskins of existing Magic cards, but now with SpongeBob art and memes attached. So today I'm going to show you a bunch of reskins from the last few years of Secret Lair, and we're going to tier list them on just basically... we would play this game in the past on my podcast called Gas or Ass with Arjuna, and that was basically an A or F tier list. But you're going to get to tier list these 14 secret layers if you like these arts. Are these arts good? Since showing you arts actually went well last time, a lot of people had a lot to say about your reaction to Aether Drift art. Did you know that you're like an art reviewer now, basically?
Am I? I will say I do have an appreciation for when someone can take something in the universe and change it up. I know, it's also very interesting. I was talking about it on a video of mine, and I was like, I really look forward to like all these weird universes colliding into Magic the Gathering. But it seems like the common opinion is people don't like it. Is that true?
So that's an interesting point, and definitely something we should just knock out of the park. People love to complain about Secret Lair. They love to complain about Universes Beyond. They love to complain about the IP coming into Magic the Gathering. Absolutely. And the common thread, I would say, for over 80% of these people is what they're really complaining about is that their favorite thing isn't in Magic yet.
Oh, okay.
They love complaining about other people's things that aren't their favorite thing. But as soon as it's the thing they like, oh my God, suddenly they are so excited and they hit buy as fast as they possibly can. So,
okay, I got you. Okay.
I think that's where it comes from. Mm-hmm.
So, makes sense. I got you.
So we're going to learn a little bit about like what kind of secret layers you are into with this little thought experiment as well. So I've got 14 of what I would call some of the more bizarre arts out here, and we're going to have you tier list them right here for the audience. Also, very awkward. This is the second podcast unquote that I've made that's going to be on audio platforms. So we're going to try to we need you to visually describe what you are seeing for the audio listener out there. And I think I'm going to try my best. Yes, we believe in you. I'm going to start you off with something that's probably pretty comfortable.
Okay. And where are you sending this to me, just so I know?
Oh, it's in our Discord chat channel.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
You don't have a monitor for every single possible screen of things that I could send you?
Oh, I was just I was looking at the slideshow and I thought you were going to show me on like that screen. That's why I was like opening. Okay.
Oh, I wish I could. I'm just keeping the tier list. Yeah, Fallout. Start you out comfy.
Okay, I gotta listen. I think it's safe to say that I have a bias towards some of these games. I don't know how you feel about Fallout, but well, you should know how I feel about Fallout because I asked you for like the collector's box like time and time again. So I have
messages in the middle of the night with just all like emotes being like, yeah, you need these. I want it so bad. Yeah, that was you.
It is. I love the art. I love the Pip-Boy for Fallout 2. I think it's like one of the coolest arts in all video games. It's a very good aesthetic and it makes me like it's really Fallout-ish, right? Like I expect to see it every time I look at the art. And they've done, from what I could tell, a really good job. So these are all real cards. These are just cosmetically changed or aesthetically changed for like whatever game this is from. Also, random question, by the way. Are all of these secret layers from something? Like, are they all inspired by something like another IP or another media? Or is it like some of these are completely random?
They all have some kind of a theme. Sometimes the theme isn't always easy to identify, and sometimes it's right in your face. I think part of it will be seeing like, what is this?
If I can figure it out.
Yeah,
okay.
I definitely didn't give you any of the ones that I like had no idea what they're going for or what's going on. But there are so many secret layers. There's over like 2,000 cards printed for Secret Lair now, I think. Some of them are strictly like they take an artist who is a part of Magic and they say, make whatever you want. They take an artist who is from another part of culture that doesn't do Magic. They say, make whatever you want. They do things for holidays. They do things for sports. They do things for all kinds of things. All kinds of things are Secret Lairs. Interesting.
Okay. So you want me to rate this what on how much I like the art, I guess? Because I don't think you want me to review any cards here, I'm guessing.
It's the tier list, dude. It's whatever. Like, you can say this art is great, but I don't usually do Fallout, so I'm gonna give it an A. Or you can say Fallout is ass, even if this art is good, and I'm giving it an F.
No, see,
you can party on your own terms.
This is an interesting one because listen, I'm gonna be honest. Recency bias is taken over because I saw the counterspell for SpongeBob and I literally think it's the best thing I've ever seen. Like I think it's phenomenal. Like, and it's so I didn't know what they were gonna do for SpongeBob, but they did it so well. It's incredible. So for me, the Fallout stuff is good, but it could be maybe a little bit better. But I think they did a good job. I really like what Waste looks like with him just in like the sun chair, I guess, and like the nukes going behind him. I think it does a really good job. But the rest of them are kind of all right.
Not I guess that big into it.
They do a good job of like fitting the Fallout aesthetic, which I think is definitely important here, but I wouldn't say it's like one of the better ones. And this is coming from like a Fallout fan. So, I mean, me personally, there's not much to say. Like, I think it's just like they have the Pip-Boy, they have like the art style that is in Fallout for the Pip-Boy stuff, but it's not like the greatest art they could have chose. I do think Waste is probably above the rest of them, but most of them are kind of whatever. So like for Fallout, probably put it in like C, I'm going to be honest, which is kind of depressing.
Wow. Oh, coming in harsh.
Listen, I got to be honest, right?
Yeah, you got to be honest.
I haven't actually seen like we talked about the collector box, whatever. I actually haven't seen like majority of the art in there, so I have like no idea what the rest of the cards look like, which is kind of interesting. Are they all the Pip-Boy aesthetic, or is it more like there's just Fallout characters and it's more like the grungy kind of look to it?
Like in the full set, there's a range of stuff in the grungy look to it. I think you're thinking more of the set. The Secret Lair is very much like Pip-Boy in your face all the time. Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think C's safe though. I like C.
All right, Pip-Boy gets a C. Dude, I thought we'd be coming in hot, but that's okay. That's okay. It's your list.
Like I said, I think the SpongeBob one really knocks everything down. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think it's great.
I'll tell you how I feel about it later. How about that? Okay, where's another one I got for you? Where did I put this? I want to send you. Awkward when I just can't find the damn thing. I'll just send you the very next thing and not worry about it.
Okay, we'll cut it out in post.
Yeah, we'll edit this.
No one will know. What the fuck? Oh my god, is this an Instagram post or something along those lines? Wait,
yes.
these are incredible. What the hell?
Yeah, this is from, what's the name there on the top of it? It had a name, Goblingram. Yeah, this is somehow inspired by if goblins had Instagram.
And these are real cards?
Yeah.
Or this is okay. You have to can you tell me how people found this? Like, did people like these? This
one, it did, I think, what was expected, which is caused discourse on social. I knew more people that hated it than liked it. That's the honest truth.
So I think, I do think it's got a little out there. This is like, I feel like this is more Hearthstone-y than it is Magic the Gathering. But I will say, for what they were going for, they did a really good job. And I think that's like probably important to notice how well like you're representing what you're going for. Like the Goblin Chieftain art has got me feeling some type of way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like looking at it, but the rest of these are fantastic. I actually really like how they did like the stats with like the likes and the hearts. I think it really fits the Instagram vibe. I like how they have like comments under them too. And like the actual post itself is what the card does. They have to be very careful what cards they pick, because if it's like a super long text box, it probably doesn't work as well. No, this is cool. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah, I hate this so much, but it's your tier list.
I see. That's So I based the Fallout one of like how well they represented the game, right? And I think Pip-Boy's fine, but I think they could have done a better job because there's a lot of other ways of doing it. Like the Pip-Boy aesthetic works, but I would have picked different images maybe. Maybe I'm too harsh on Fallout, but I think that's fine. Like me personally, if this is the job, if someone said like to an artist, you need to make an Instagram style Magic the other cards, you did a great job. And I think that's like important to know. I can understand the hatred for it. I think I objectively still like the Fallout one more, but if I'm being just not only like how I feel about the art style itself and how well they did, it's probably a B tier. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is good. These are well done.
This is a B tier.
Like, you can't argue with me as much as you don't like it. They did a good job. Are you gonna sit here and tell me that they don't look like Instagram posts and they don't follow the exact same format that you would see on that social media? Like it's impressive. So I don't know. I would have been able to do this.
The Jim Bro brash taunter with the like 8-pack of abs and the freaking goblins trying to work out in the background it's everything wrong with both current Magic the Gathering and current humanity. That's all I've got to say. But we'll put it in the B tier because that's what you said. That's where you said it goes.
Listen, I'm just saying that as an artist, if I was really good at art and you gave me or I should say as a graphic designer, I guess, but like if I was in these shoes, I would have not done as good of a job as this. I think they did a really good job. Maybe it doesn't fit the world, but they did good. Dude, I think it's fantastic.
You are so into that. I think that's pretty funny. I think that's amazing. Excellent. I will find you another beautiful one to rate. Let's see what you think of this one.
People listen. Are people gonna yell at me for how I feel about this?
I'm not yelling at you for how you feel. You can't feel wrong, but some things just are stupid. That's the truth. That
is completely fair. That is completely fair. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this is. Hold on. What is this?
Come on, man. This is pop culture.
Monty Python?
It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes.
Can I say something? And please don't be mad at me.
Oh,
I've never seen those movies.
No, God damn it. No, dude.
I still got the listen. I still got the reference. You got to give me some credit here. Okay.
You got it. I had to say it.
You said pop culture? No. You said pop culture. I got it. I was there. Oh, it's not that. You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna just cut this out of the video. It's at the top. I didn't even realize. I was too busy looking at the art.
Cut this out of the video. Sure,
what?
Sure,
absolutely. Are these like new cards? Oh no. Okay, so I've noticed that like they say Bridge of Death, and then it's the actual card below it that it is referencing towards.
Yes, right? That's how that works. Yes.
Okay. So what's funny is the Killer Rabbit. There's a card that references that in Hearthstone as well.
The Killer Rabbit.
Yeah. Hearthstone. It's a 10-mana 1/1 with Rush, Poisonous, and hits any target adjacent to this one. Is what it does.
Is that good?
It was played. It was played because there's the mechanic called Corrupt in that set, which is if you play a card that costs more mana while this is in your hand, corrupt it. And because that card's a 10-mana 1/1, like virtually clear any minion, it was actually played because of that. I don't think it was objectively like good on its own. Like you kind of needed that setup, but it was played.
This card sucks. Keserdrix sucks. The Bridge of Death, Door to Nothingness sucks. Like there are some good cards in there. I'm just mostly dunking on those.
Well, so this one I don't have any affinity towards because obviously, like I said, I haven't seen these movies, but I will say the art is very good.
This is so disappointing. The Black Beast of Ark.
Do you want me to listen? What? I will watch this movie for you. Okay, I will go out of my way. I've heard only great things about it.
I almost don't want you to.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Why?
I don't. I hope it's as timeless as I think it is. It was such a
People
key part.
Up.
Like I found Monty Python and Magic at very close to the same time, so they're eternally connected for me. Eternally connected.
So you were stoked when they did this?
Yeah, very much so. Very much. But
and they only did 5 cards. They
did more. There's like 3 secret layers. There's 2 secret layers of Monty Python. Some of these have multiple secret layers. I'm showing you the one that I thought looked the funnest or had the best art.
I guess you.
It's still your tier list. Break my heart. Go ahead.
No. Listen, okay. Without having any affinity towards it, the art is very good. Like it looks Magic the Gathering. They clearly put a lot of flavor into it. I'm assuming you have to back me up here. Does it make you feel like it's from the movie?
Yeah, the art looks cool. My wife also is a huge fan of Monty Python. It's one of the first movies my wife and I watched together, and she loves it as well. So we're both like very much that they did well on the art.
I get you. I mean, I think you know what? Without any affinity, I really like it. I think they all look really good. They fit the aesthetic too, so I imagine a lot of people were very happy about it. And if you're saying they look just like the movie, I think they did a very good job. I'm just looking. I'm more focusing on like the smaller details here to see what's actually a part of it. I really like the Bridge of Death. That looks really nice.
Mm-hmm. The Bridge of Death art does look really cool. And also a great scene in the movie, just a great scene. And Door to Nothingness being kind of perfect for it because I don't want to give the movie away, but you cross the Bridge of Death and nothing really happens. You'll see. Okay. I mean, I don't want to focus too much on it because I don't have too much to say. I wish I watched the movie for this, but I'll give it a B. You'll give it a B. All right. Yeah.
I think it fits the aesthetic.
That's better than I thought we'd do, team. That's better than I thought we'd do.
You're comparing everything here to the gloriness of what is the counterspell from SpongeBob. So I gotta that is S tier.
I'm honestly upset with you for looking at that first. I thought we had an agreement. I thought we had a deal.
Someone came to my stream yesterday and they're like, "Hey, did you see the SpongeBob cards?" I was like, "No way, they're out." So like, I had
chat strikes again. Is what you're saying.
You can blame chat. You can blame chat.
I do. I completely blame chat.
This is Ghostbusters for sure.
Yes, you nailed it. It's Ghostbusters.
Okay. Now, don't hate me either.
Oh God, not again.
It's been so many years since I've seen the first one. I have seen it, but it's been a lot of time. A lot.
I'm aware that I put these boomer things on the menu knowing they might be rejected entirely.
No, but I think the ghost is coming back to me. He definitely looks just like this. I also think they did a good job of like representing this in a ton of different art styles because some of them look a little different than the others. Like the bottom left one looks really interesting.
There was
comparatively.
Yeah, there was an animated series back in the day that maybe I watched as a kid. There's also the movies. Now movies across several years, like 30 or 40 years now. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a quick question. I'm sorry, I looked at the stats of the top left card there.
Yeah.
18-6 for 6 mana. Is that playable? Would you pay 6 mana for 18-6?
It's had its roles in mostly meme situations.
Okay, so it's never been competitive, and that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I feel like one of the things I should do, maybe I should have done this at the beginning, is like actually look what the card does before I like commentate that like the art matches the aesthetic. Like Slimer and the Stay Puffed, I guess it is 2 things and they're both ginormous, so like the stats actually match the artwork, so they did a good job.
Yeah, it's Yargle and Multani is the in-world version of this, the 18-6, what they would call vanilla creature.
I'm trying to think in Hearthstone, if they printed an 18-6, would it be playable?
Yeah, six mana crystals, 18-6.
Do you think like a 2 mana 7/7 would be playable in Magic?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think in Hearthstone to go crazy. But in Magic, you can block. So it's like, is it as good as it is in Hearthstone? I don't know.
In Magic, we need a 2-mana 7/7 to keep the mono red thing from putting 2 monstrous rages on a Monastery Swiftspear. And then a 2-mana 7/7 might be able to block that thing without dying. Maybe.
Oh, right.
Like
Right.
that's the level that we're at right now in Standard, okay? 1 mana blocking is a non-factor because of the way the red decks work right now. You can't block. If you block, it's over.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've talked to you about how Hearthstone's power level is pretty whack. And I feel bad for you, which is saying something. They are significantly nerfing the power level for rotation for Hearthstone, and the next expansion looks like it's significantly weaker. So Hearthstone might be so back, and I'm actually extremely excited.
It's the power decoupling, huh? Power decoupling.
It is
Nice.
And if they actually commit, it's gonna be a good time. Without going too much into it, I think that I was like slowly reading the cards as you were talking. I think they did a good job. These actually look really good. I'm gonna be honest. What was the reaction to this? Did the people like it?
I think that there's a lot of Ghostbusters and Magic don't go together. I don't think it had the crossover people want. I think, though, I bet they sold decently well, but not like the Monty Python sold out. Like the Monty Python, there was a ton of buzz and it was gone. There wasn't the same reaction to Ghostbusters.
Do you think that the SpongeBob one's gonna sell out?
Maybe.
Do you think there's enough hype like the
we'll
Monty
have
Python
to
one?
carefully review the cards at the end of this, which you'll get to the faster you tier list these cards.
Sorry, I'm trying to give these an appreciation.
I appreciate that. As a content creator, I love that.
I don't know how you are at a museum or like anything like that, but I try to at least like read the description and at least kind of appreciate what they're showing me.
I'm just walking. I go straight. I speed run right through the room. I'm like, where are the weapons?
There's
Where
no
are
way.
the swords?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I was like, we went to there's a museum I went to New York like a month ago, and there's the National History Museum, and it was like really cool to like read all these descriptions of stuff. And my girlfriend's like, "Are you done?" And I'm like, move on to the next thing. I was like, dude, I gotta like, what are we paying for if I'm not gonna read this?
You're getting your money's worth. Okay. Hey, I just want to see the sharp things.
I want to see stuff I wouldn't want to Google. Is basically why I'm there, for the most part. I put Ghostbusters in B, by the way. I think they did a good job.
Okay,
but it doesn't blow me away.
Yeah, B tier filling right up with the rare, and this is fine. I'm still looking for you to harshly reject a property that I beloved, so I can just freak out. Just one. Okay, let's see what you think of this.
Ooh, Monstrous Magazine. So is this the Dustmore ones? Or is this a different set?
So I'm trying to remember when these came out. It might have been around the time of Duskmorn, but they've been doing these, I guess you would call them horror book or movie poster cover things before. Okay. They did this before Duskmorn. They've done it since Duskmorn.
I am a huge fan.
A huge fan of this?
I love this.
You love this?
It reminds me of like, you know what Goosebumps is? It's kind of like that kind of vibe. It's so like, I don't know how Magic the Gathering players feel about this, but like aesthetically, they did such a good job to represent so much information and still make it look like a cover of something, which I feel like is a very difficult task, kind of like the Instagram thing. But above the Instagram thing, at least this kind of fits more of the mystery fantasy vibe that is Magic the Gathering. I feel like that maybe the common complaint for the Instagram ones, it just feels so out of place. For like, are you guys looking at this and being like, what the fuck? This is my Magic the Gathering? Like, look how sick this is, bro. They put the mana cost. They did the whole like stats. They said what the card is the title. The art is phenomenal here. Oh my god. The monkey in the bottom left, or whatever the fuck that thing is.
That's Earl the Miststalker is what that is. I can't believe this. I can't.
You don't like this?
No.
What is your problem with this? What is your problem?
None of the stats or information are in the right places. Okay. I go to find out what the card is. I read the top and it says horrors from across the plains. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean nothing. All right. The cost is on the wrong side in some strange little dot layout.
Sure.
It doesn't look like a Magic card at all. At all. I hate these things.
But okay, so is your complaint with a lot of these is that they need to still be in the Magic the Gathering aesthetic? Like you just want the artwork to be changed.
Is it crazy that I want magic cards to look like magic cards?
Well, I mean, if the whole point of Secret Lair is to just do like a different version of the cards, why would you want the same format and something like more special?
Because like I don't want to have to read it when I play against somebody else who has a deck full of these. I can't understand what they do.
Completely fair. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think if they're playing them in game, first and foremost, I don't know why anyone would play these. The SpongeBob one is excluded.
Okay.
I think the counterspell of bro, I'm going to tell you right now, next time we play Commander, I want all SpongeBob cards to be there, and I'm going to cast the counterspell, and I'm literally going to do like his motion. I'm like, you're going to cast this spell. Okay, sorry. I think these are very nice. A tier.
A tier? I hate it. I hate it. Okay.
Listen, I can understand that you want the magic card to look like a magic card, but if their job was to do a horror cover and convert a magic card into that, they did a great job.
It's your show, dude. It's your tier list. I hate it. But here, check this out.
Like the fact that you're disappointed. I can't even imagine what we were going to say.
Incredibly disappointed.
What is this? Baseball cards?
Baseball cards. Planeswalkers as baseball cards. Do you like baseball cards?
I'm not I don't really have, again, no affinity to them. I think I like the nostalgic look they have though. And I'm going to be honest here. These look really good as well. I like it. Do you like these cards? Is this one? Is this
no, I don't like these cards. Oh my
God. You're part of the problem, you know that?
Thank you. I appreciate that. As a content creator, I strive to be the problem.
Wizards of the Coast, if you need a new man to take over for CGB.
Oh my gosh, he's trying to farm into my spot. Okay. That's great, dude. That's great.
So is the Gatewatch like the magazine, or what is that?
The Gatewatch is a group of planeswalkers that banded together to defend the multiverse from terrifying threats. They are the Avengers of Magic the Gathering.
I mean, I'm a huge fan. I think these look sick. I love the signatures on them too. I mean, aesthetically,
obviously they're real signatures. Good. They got them signed. But like, yeah,
they fit the vibe so well. Like this is very impressive. Like it's very, like, to give you reference, if Hearthstone, the only real cosmetic cards we have two different ones. Well, we have three, I guess. We have Golden, which has been in the game forever, which is basically the same card, but it has a golden like border and there's an animation to it. Those are like the most those have been the prominent cosmetic you can get as a whale. Recently, they added diamond cards, which is kind of the same card looking thing, but rather than being a 2D animation, it's a 3D animation. Some of them are very nice. Some of them are questionable, but for the most part, like, they do a good job. The last one is a signature, which is rather than even showing you the card text or the stats on thing, it is literally just the full art.
Cool.
And people, what do you mean cool? Why are you saying it's sarcastic?
Cool. That's cool.
So would you rather just have the full art and like no stats or anything on the card itself?
I mean, the idea is it's for people who already know what the card does, right? It's for like the highest,
exactly my highest point,
level of the
you
thing.
Fell into my trap. You're telling me you don't know what any of these cards do?
Yeah. Do you know what Liliana Vess does?
Well, I don't, but you don't.
Honestly, I could try to recite the abilities of Liliana Vess. There are 3 of them. I am not sure I could do it correctly from memory, and I played the card many times.
Okay, that's completely fair. I mean, I don't. Where's the description of these cards? To be fair, I don't even know what they are.
I'm sorry. What? Were you trying to understand what the card does?
Well, this comes up with an interesting problem because the previous one at least has the effect on it.
That's right.
And it has the stats, it has the mana cost. They did a good job.
That's
Aesthetically, these look really good, but they are lacking a pivotal information in a paper card game. In Hearthstone, I can just hover over the signature version and it'll tell me exactly what it does.
I think it's on the back.
What if I sleeve them and then I gotta take the card out and then it's like a whole issue?
That's right. Yeah. And why would you play them unsleeved? Yeah. It's crazy.
Now when we say this, I'm gonna be honest, and this is purely just from the fact that it's not on the card. This is probably D tier. Like if doesn't have the pivotal information on the front, then we have a problem.
That's right.
And I think that definitely makes it worse. You know, and honestly, the horror ones get even more credit because the fact that they look like that and have all the information on it is phenomenal.
I'll put this in D. I'm not moving the horror to A. I'm not doing it.
It's already an A. I was thinking about telling you to move it as.
No, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I would end this freaking show. I would turn this bus around right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With most tier lists I do, I have to rearrange it at the end now that I've seen the entire context of what I'm reading.
Great. I can't wait for that.
So there's a chance we're gonna move it around.
All right. What do you think of these?
Oh, so these are like toy cards that you would get from like Walmart or something.
Yeah. I think the words that they don't want to use are like Hot Wheels or Micro Machines or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
little toy cards.
So inherently, this has the same problem as the baseball cards do, which is the effect is, as far as I can tell, is not actually on the card itself. Which is kind of bad. I will give them some credit though, at least from like what you're showing me. It kind of looks like it's like a 3D thing popping out, which is actually very impressive.
It is on the back. I can tell because there's those. Do you see that little thing where the arrows are like going back and forth on the image? Yeah. You can flip it over, but yeah, it's on the back. I guess what it does. It is interesting. The sale price is I believe the power toughness. And the crew 4 is the amount to crew it. So some of the information is there.
So the baseball card had mana costs, and actually they don't even have stats on the baseball cards, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, those are planeswalkers. So that's like the loyalty of it.
Yeah.
So that makes a little more sense. Okay. I mean, this is tough because I actually want to give this a lot more credit than the baseball cards, but I did dock the baseball cards quite a bit for not having the information at the front. They do look exactly what they want to go for, but I think overall, like it's probably just I would put it like low C for this one because I do think these are nicer than the baseball cards for what they're going for. I think this is actually like art wise very impressive to make it look like it's popping out in like a plastic case. I think they did a good job there, but I do think like not having the information at the front of the card, I think, is like actually a huge falter of it.
I found them very striking to look at, though. Like it got my attention of like, I can't believe that's a card. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I actually very much agree with you. It's very impressive. Like I'm sure, I don't even know how they would have done this. Like, the artist is insane. Mm-hmm. It is very nice. I agree. Yeah. I think C's fine. I think it's because it's so striking. Like you said, I think it's completely good.
Here's your next piece.
Pixel cards. Wow.
Pixel cards.
How do you like pixel cards, by the way? You're like a pixel art, by the way. Do you like them?
How do I like pixel art? So we're looking at the pixel art. I'm looking specifically at the Fierce Guardianship. I hate this.
Oh, wait, what do you hate it so much?
I don't know. I can't lean on the same things I did for the others where I feel like I have valid complaints. For this, I'm just like, I don't know. I played old school video games. I don't want to play Nintendo when I'm playing Magic the Gathering. They're different things to me.
I will give you credit like for that. They are kind of different things, but Hearthstone is dropped. Hold on. Maybe I can actually give them free. Let me launch Hearthstone for 1 second.
Okay.
I can show you this. They're going to add pixel. They're adding pixel skins to the game and they look incredible. Like they don't necessarily fit the normal Hearthstone art, but I'll tell you what, I'm buying every single one of them. Like they will be in my inventory because I think they look very good. So I can't say that just because they're like pixel art, they don't fit the vibe. I can understand why people wouldn't like them. And I think that's, it's very subjective, of course. But unlike the other ones, they do give you all relevant information. I'm not really sure what game this is. I think it's just like their own one, I would imagine, right? I do like the fact that they put like a health bar at the top.
But I don't understand what that means.
What do you mean?
Well, like, wouldn't it normally like say the cost of something if it were a Magic card? I don't know what 1.5 hearts means in a Magic sense at all. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, I agree with that, but the mana cost is like on the card at least, right? So It will take like an extra second to see it. Like they give you all relevant information, which I think is important. And it looks like from these are all spells, correct? Like, did they do any minions?
These are spells. Yep. Instant, sorcery, instant.
I mean, I kind of like them. I think they did a good job.
Yeah. Where are you gonna? Where would you put this?
I wish the character was slightly different. Like I don't like this blue looking guy.
I don't either. It's
that's my problem with this.
Yeah. It's
I like
homunculus.
the dragon.
They put the homunculus on everything nowadays. Everything has to be a cute little character, and it's like,
oh, is that the guy?
Yeah. What happened to, I don't know, being a more badass character? Why do we all have to be cute little funny characters? Why do we have to be fuzzy little loots and bald homunculuses and just look at just a little guy? More little guys.
Is the dragon what's his face?
I believe it's intended to be Nicole Bolas. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I couldn't think of his name.
Bolas is cool.
I mean, I like him. I'm not a huge fan of like the characters, though. I actually feel like it's not the art that's out of place. I feel like the character just doesn't fit the vibe other than the dragon. So I will put it in C because at least it puts all the requirements of the card on it.
Yeah, that's your 1 point. Okay. I kind of thought you'd like the digital ones more. I'm not sure why.
Hold on. I'm about to show you. Hold on. I'm launching. Hold on.
Oh, okay. You're going to show me that Hearthstone did it better is what you're going to do.
1,000,000%. Hold on. You're going to try to tell me you don't like these, but I don't think you will. I think they're very nice.
Hold on. I am an old grumpy guy. I will just not like something on principle.
I mean, okay, hold on. Look at this. Look at this. I'm sending in Discord. Hold on. There you go. This is Jaina's.
Let me see here.
You're gonna tell me you don't like that?
You gonna tell me you don't like that? How come I can't put image on my screen? Is it it must be a certain file type. Just a sec. I got a trick for that too. I have to share it at least with some of our viewing audience. For those of you listening, this is probably the worst piece to listen to I've ever done. So I timed it perfectly.
So basically, imagine if Jaina was done in pixel art. You just gotta envision that.
It's actually kind of fire,
right? Okay, now look at. Sorry, I'm gonna make you one.
I got it. I put it on screen.
This is the druid one.
Okay.
Tell me these don't look amazing. Like I'm buying all of them. I can't wait. And they haven't done it for every class yet, but I think they're very, very nice.
And in Hearthstone, this is like strictly a cosmetic. This is what your hero looks like. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's very cool. Okay. Can you disable them in Hearthstone if you are on the other side? No chance. No. Okay.
You can't do that in Magic either.
See, I don't see any reason that this would offend people though, because it's just, again, it's a cosmetic and it doesn't feel like this is upsetting. There's nothing you have to misunderstand here.
This is a good psychology experiment. So you're mad at these because they changed the format of the card and therefore you don't understand what's happening when you look at it.
Yeah.
Where like if it's just a cosmetic like it is for a hero skin, you're like, this is fine.
Yeah.
As long as it fits the vibe.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do agree. These look cool. Can't wait for the Hearthstone cartoon, the Hearthstone Netflix animated series or whatever it's going to be.
I'm praying for Warcraft or Blizzard to make a TV series, but yeah, I will be buying all these. I think that's a good like reference point for Pixel though, because I do like them. I don't like this stupid blue thing.
Yeah, speaking of pixels, how about this?
What the fuck? What the hell?
I don't know.
These abstract art is this like Magic the Gathering, but we did acid?
Maybe.
I mean, are they just lands?
They are the basic lands.
So, I mean, if they're just lands, I think they're not offensive at all. It's very striking. Like
not
you're gonna see it and go like, well, you're gonna see it and go, what the fuck? But at least they don't have to display any information, right?
Correct.
It's just a nice canvas of someone going like, well, I'm gonna do this now. What is happening here? Oh my god. See, like this is one of the I'm going back now. Maybe because they're just lands, but Fallout was mainly lands to begin with. Like I like the Wasteland more than I like these ones, I think. These feel so weird, man.
Yes, I agree.
I think from a Secret Lair perspective, I think as long as I could see the inspiration of what they're going for and that they're trying to like match an aesthetic of something, I feel like that's better than just here's all this random photo of like an island. Like, is that an island? I don't know.
What do you think they're going for on the island?
I don't think that this is the right place to say it. That's a great question. Who drew this? Scott? Please let me know.
Scott. I think it had the intended consequence on social media.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. Oh, I don't doubt that at all. Maybe that's what they were going for, and it's actually insane. What the hell?
Yeah.
No way these were sold out, right? This is so weird. Maybe people really liked it though.
I don't think they sold out. I guess I can't confirm or deny. I'm pretty sure they were still available. But yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is they're not denying any information, right?
No, not denying any information.
I'll put it in C.
It's a very friendly C. Okay, that's a good place for it. Well done.
Would you make a new spot? Like these are this card only? That's weird.
Okay, that was fun. How about let's see. I'm gonna audible on some of these. But not SpongeBob. Don't worry. Don't panic. I've got another one I'm gonna show you.
Okay. I'm down for whatever.
I thought of a few of these like while we were doing this. I'm like, okay, I have to show him that one. So, have you seen these?
Oh my god!
Describe what you're seeing to the audio listener.
Fortnite Secret Lairs. Absolutely incredible. Oh my god. What do you think the crossover is like for Magic the Gathering and Fortnite? I guess Fortnite was like the biggest game of all time. Maybe. I don't know if it's bigger than Minecraft. So I can understand why they would want to do this.
I mean, it's top 2 or 3 biggest games of all time, right?
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about this, but the fact that card is called Battle Royale like is so funny to me. Like it's so stupid. Dance battle? Oh my god.
Yep. This was pretty early in Secret Lair too, as well. Like this is 2022. This was one of the first Secret Lairs that everybody was like full on. Okay, Magic has gone to the memes. Magic is done.
Yeah, I mean, here's a question: how long have they been doing Secret Lair for? Like, what year did it start?
The Walking Dead one, I think was it fall of 2020?
Bro, you have to show me the Walking Dead one. What the hell?
Those are mechanically unique. That's a different episode of the show.
Oh, are the arcane ones mechanically unique?
Maybe.
Fuck. I mean, what do you want me to say here? It's S tier. I'm gonna be honest.
It's like S tier. This is how you are such a Fortnite player. You're such a Fortnite gamer.
I haven't played it in so long, but I think it's so funny that they did this.
You would play these. You would definitely play these, and you would be smiling the whole time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think casting Shrinking Storm or Supply Llama is just so funny. I feel like I feel like this is the demographic for me. Like I would play this just because I think it's funny to play cards like this, but then there's going to be someone at the table. It's like, this isn't Magic the Gathering.
And you're going to be like, get good clown you right now.
That's when I pull out the SpongeBob counter spell and I'll double down.
I bet you would. Yeah, you are everything that is a nightmare to a boomer like me.
No. See, you guys are just haters because Hasbro understands that this is how they make money and they're doing it very well.
You're right.
They're leaning in.
You're not wrong. It's not even about getting the Fortnite kids today. It's about getting them tomorrow. You know, when they're old enough to appreciate how 30-some-year-old men throw down in Magic the Gathering.
Listen, in 35 years, these are going to be worth like so much money.
Billions of dollars, probably.
PSA 10 of like Battle Bus and Supply Llama goes crazy.
S tier, you're sticking with it?
No, A tier.
You demoted it. You demoted Fortnite. Unbelievable.
It's still competing against the SpongeBob ones, and I don't think that's touching it yet. So,
all right. Well, I'll see if this one matches it. Fortnite.
It's so crazy.
What is it? Describe what you're seeing for the camera. Yeah.
Oh, so some of these are their own cards.
Say that.
This is it. This is all they did?
This is what they did. And there's some basic lands with some of the locations on them.
Okay.
I will agree. My first reaction was the same. It's arcane. Oh, this is it?
Yeah, I feel like they could have done like mainly main characters. Like they have the Hex score, which is cool, but Like, I mean, Vi's in the art, Jinxon's in one art, and Silco's in another. I think actually that's Jace. That's not even Silco.
But they didn't actually make a legendary character to make your commander, right? With like a Jinx
it
or
seems a little weird, right?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. I feel like at the time we didn't know why, and I feel like we have more information about why now.
Can you care to explain?
Oh, they have a card game coming out where you can have these as your lead characters.
Sure.
And they don't want you to have that experience in an official form in Magic the Gathering. They want you to play their card game. They want Magic players aware of their card game, but not getting the full experience that we want, which is Vi in the command zone, which is Jinx in the command zone, a deck built around these characters.
That, you know what, now that you say that is actually fantastic. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was gonna, as someone, as probably a lot of people know, I am a huge League of Legends person. So as people seeing this is kind of disappointing because I was like, this could have been so much better. But now that you mention, I think they probably made it the right decision from a business standpoint. So I'll drop that one entirely from that perspective. But some of these are like their own cards, right? Like, is Counterflux its own thing?
All of these are their own cards. All of these are reskinned, so they're all Magic the Gathering cards. And some of the arts don't even look that like different, you know, like they could have been Magic arts in a lot of ways. The ones without Vi on them, for example. Yeah.
You know what? I very much agree with you. I think my complaint with this is that they didn't do enough. I wish they did more. Like, it's just like they had the IP, and now I understand why. But I'm disappointed as someone who would be like really excited to see this. Like, I'm sure when people announced it, they're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be incredible." Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's just not.
I was also really sure there'd be more, and there has not been more, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm probably putting this in C. It's got me disappointed. Like, even the art choices are not like inherently great.
It's the dark side of Secret Lair when they finally do your favorite thing, but they don't do it right. Right? Because we all love the idea of this on Magic cards until it's not what you expected, which is kind of feels bad.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at the Fortnite cards and I'm like, damn, how did they do such a better job?
Fortnite killed it. I can't even hate those. They have all the vibes, but they're very much like function as Magic cards to me. I think the Fortnite ones are great. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm disappointed. That sucks.
All right, you're speed running now. You've really got the hang of this, so I think we can breeze some of these others before we go full SpongeBob. You get to the SpongeBob part of the episode. So let's see, where did I put this? How do you feel about anime? Do you know what Hatsune Miku is?
I know of it. I've just never really like appreciated it. This one's impossible for me to rate. I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, you know what?
What?
They do look very good. Like, I'm not even an anime person. I think they look very like, if this is like the fusion of what Magic the Gathering and anime looks like, it looks phenomenal. They did such a good job here.
Agree.
And I don't have any affinity towards like, what is this, Hatsune Miku?
Yeah, might not even say it right. Who knows?
That is
so they did 4 of these Secret Lairs, 4 of them
of the same IP.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay. One for each season. So there's now like there's a lot of cards of this.
Magic the Gathering saw the money from the first one and said, yeah, guys, we're doing that again.
They got the licensing, and then before they even sold one, they like scheduled all 4 of them for a different season. Yeah, it was crazy.
It's a great business decision on their part, if I'm going to be honest. And, you know, from my opinion, it's the same feeling as Fortnite, where it's like, these literally, I can, now that we've done this more, I can understand your opinion of like, making a Magic the Gathering card but changing the aesthetic. I'm seeing more of what you're saying. Like, I still appreciate the horror theme one. I think that one's really well done, but like, now that I'm seeing it, like, I get what you're saying. Like, this one's an A tier. Like, it's very well done. Like, it just looks really good.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive also when they can create like the A tier ones without even having a ton of product knowledge, so to speak, right? That's kind of cool. Yeah,
no, it's really good. I really like it.
Back to horror theme. Do you have feelings about Chucky?
These are is this Dustmorn, or is this like
everything? Is this?
No, Dustmorn? I know it's Chucky.
It came out at about the same time. The theme is not particularly Duskmorn, though. No. Do you have a Child's Play vibe? Do you watch those movies? Do you?
I have never seen them personally. I do know of the character because when I was growing up, people try to scare you with it. But from what I can tell, like again, it's the same thing as like the Fortnite and the Miku one. It's like they look like they could be Magic cards. They're just a slightly different aesthetic of a character that you probably understand. Or no, I should say the one in the top, like second to the top left, like the actual poster, is also extremely well done. Like I love the way that they did the description of like it's like the credits to all the people in the movie, the tagline, the name of the card, what it is. Like what's the point of flipping it if all the information's there?
Good question. What is missing? Something must be missing. I don't know.
Until your next turn, creatures your opponent controls attack, combat. Yeah, I have no idea.
If I could find it on Scryfall quickly, I might flip it to find out, but I'm not going to. If I click the wrong window, this whole thing explodes, Raren. This whole operation goes to hell.
It's another A tier.
All right, really well done. A tier. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we definitely got the vibe now. I'm gonna skip straight to the Bob that is Sponge. Are you ready?
Okay.
We're going to finally review the SpongeBob Secret Lairs. So one is like an arcade, and the other is the Princess Bride. Do you know the Princess Bride?
Yes, I do know the movie. Yes.
Oh, you do know the movie? I can't find my image of it. Do you?
That's fine. That's fine.
Have a reaction to just the idea of a Princess Lair? Here, I can show you a Sisay. I can show you Princess Buttercup.
Oh my god.
Cool, right?
It's good. Yeah, again, like it's the same kind of deal at the last couple. They really hit their stride at some point here. Like they understood the assignment for a lot of these.
Yeah, most of these that you're vibing with are from last year, where you can kind of see they're using the borderless approach. They're building out it says right at the top, this is our character. Right under it, the card it's referencing. It has flavor text that matches. The art goes all the way out. They pepper it with all kinds of things from the movie or from the property. It's very, I think that they are very much it's the right touch for Secret Lair, in my opinion.
So, I know you wanted to wait to show me The Walking Dead, but can I just see one of the arts just to see how far they've come? Like, I'm just curious the original card looks like.
I don't think you know what? Sure. As a little preview for the future one, I'm going to go find it really quick. And we can do just one Walking Dead card.
I won't even read the text, by the way. I just want to see it because now you got me in, because you said that's the first one they did, right?
Yeah, it was the first Secret Lair that they launched that had like mechanically unique cards, which was highly controversial. People hated it. People were extremely upset about even the existence of these cards. And now people are warming up to it. I mean, I don't know if they're warming up to it. Like, most of their concerns were valid. They're just kind of getting worn out. It's like if there's an emote that particularly triggered you, but they just spammed it every single game until you didn't notice it anymore.
Sure.
Here you go.
Okay, I can see it. Okay, so yeah, this one looks like they just replaced the art entirely. Without reading the card, I'm not gonna read the card, but I mean, it looks fine. I know that's Rick from the show at least. So.
Yep. It actually, like, they came out the gates like this. To me, the look wasn't the problem. The vibe wasn't the problem. I also like the way that the art went all the way down and the text is kind of over it. That didn't work for everything. It doesn't always look good. Sometimes hard to read. But, like, I don't know. They went a little crazy in the first 2 years.
You know what? Hold on a second. Signature cards, March of the... So, Hearthstone's signature cards went through an iteration of like what they were designed first and foremost. Here's the first design. I'll show it to you because like it reminds me of what this looks like. It's like, this might not be a huge image, but like they kind of took almost the exact same approach as like this one.
Put them side by side on here if I can.
And then I'll show you what the new ones look like, so you have like a concept. So because like you could see how much Hearthstone like iterated on it.
Okay, so I've got this. Okay. Yeah, it also sort of has the.
Yeah, I was like,
maybe it's going on behind the text. Yeah, or vice versa. I don't know. I don't know where exactly.
Hearthstone. I think Hearthstone might have saw how Magic the Gathering was doing it, and they're like, we're gonna copy the same thing. Now, I showed you like the newer version as well, where it doesn't have any text. Me personally, I actually like the old format more. I just hated the fact that I don't like the fact that the art was black and white and the border looks so weird. Like, I think I like the fact that you could still read the information on the card. I kind of agree with you in that sense. I do think it's like important to just see it from a glance.
It's just really hard to know what cards do anymore after there's so many of them, man.
Yeah, exactly. One of the problems I have as like a Hearthstone content creator, because a lot of people who watch me are like people who don't play the game, is I can't use these signature cards because so many people ask me like, what does that card do in your hand? I don't know what it does.
Oh yeah, true. I do this for content as well. I don't use any of the alt arts in my gameplay, and I try not to use them in my commander decks, but I have somebody on the show who likes to her decks and her husband's decks are just loaded, just love the Secret Lair shit. The weirder the better. Loves the freaking horror poster stuff. So you can see why it particularly gets to me.
Yeah, I think from a content perspective, it's definitely something to think about. Like, that is a perspective that probably not a lot of people have.
True.
But I can understand where you're coming from when you say that, because I do agree with you. I think from a content perspective, having the information on the card is kind of important. It solves a problem of like clarity from people who don't know what's going on.
Void Virtuoso, just like, if I were just seeing this, I'd be like, it's a 1-mana 1/3, dude. Who cares? Serious, like, you would show me this card. What do you think of this card? I'd be like, worst card you've ever shown me.
I'll give you $100 right now if you can tell me what that card does just by looking at it.
$100?
Yeah, you're not gonna get it, so I'm so confident.
Oh God. Yeah, all right, but I gotta take a shot. It's $100.
Take a shot.
When this enters, discover a minion from your opponent's deck. Its stats are 1/1, and it costs 2 to cast.
No, it is not. This card
it's
reads,
$100. I gotta try.
Respect. This card reads, on your turn, your hero's immune.
Oh shit! Obviously, that's what a virtuoso is.
How did you not get that?
If you are in a void and you are a virtuoso, the only thing you could possibly do is make a hero immune. That's
exactly.
It's the only role that makes sense, if we're being honest.
That right there is why it's so interesting. And I'm not going to say to you that art looks bad, because a lot of the signature art looks phenomenal. Looks great. But unfortunately, like, it does lack the clarity for people to not understand what's happening.
All right, man. I don't know a lot about SpongeBob. I know almost nothing. You're going to have
not seen. Okay,
this is going to be the awkward part of the show where you have to try to explain the meme to me.
Let's first and foremost, let's just go through this. The first season of SpongeBob is phenomenal. Like, it holds up. I watched it recently. It holds up till this day. There's a lot of good jokes. Would highly recommend. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me in your comments. It is very funny. It is so well done. It is crazy. You have no idea how excited I was. I am a huge fan of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie too. Have you ever seen that?
The movie?
Please.
No.
The movie. Oh.
Why would I watch the movie of a show I didn't watch?
So good, dude. Again, another thing I watched recently that I wanted to see if it holds up. It holds up. It's so good. It's so good. Did you watch? I'll have to ask you after. Did you continue watching Avatar?
Yeah, I'm watching Avatar. Don't ask me where I am, because it's always really hard for me to remember on the spot. But I'm at least 14 episodes in.
So you're still on book 1, like the water book. Okay.
Yeah, but it's going well. I see why you like it a lot more. It definitely has better story beats than the live action that I did watch. Like,
wait till you watch season 2, my guy.
Okay.
Wait till you watch season 2. Like, the show gets so much better at season 2. It's insane.
SpongeBob or Avatar? What's better?
Oh, Avatar.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's not even a conversation.
I was just figuring out if this is a propaganda machine.
Better, No. I will say it on this because I've said it to you before. Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite show of all time. Like, I think it's a perfectly written show for what it is.
I can't wait to review those cards with you. That'll be fun.
You have no idea how excited I am. I literally pogged in real life. I went, holy shit, they're doing it. When I saw the announcement, I was very excited. Sorry, continue. Let's go to SpongeBob.
So all I know is something about a pineapple under a sea. Does that sound right? Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Let's start at the beginning. Here we go.
How do you not know anything about it? That's actually insane. I feel like it's such a phenomenon for my generation.
And Gina loves it too. I am what I am. I am a weird creature. It's not Magic the Gathering. I didn't pay attention.
Can you just like appreciate though that this most random show like of a sponge under the sea is like one of the biggest shows of all time for kids, at least? Like that is insane. Like who came up with this? Anyways,
I never claimed to understand kids. Like it's always at all generations, the thing that is the most popular kid show is something stupid. I don't think that's an achievement. I think that's just the way it works.
Okay. I'm guessing for this one, you want me to like actually review the card and talk about it.
So yeah, I mean, whether like the card is secondary nature, but it's kind of like, do we love the card?
First and foremost, the art is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I love it.
Joda the Unifier. Yep, Joda the Unifier, very powerful commander, actually kills you. I'm kind of terrified to have you play this. Because it's a big problem commander, 100%. Yes.
Well, I'm sure that I did see there's like plankton and crabs. Like there's a bunch of other characters right there. I'm assuming they can all be commanders.
Let's find out. This is the first one. I haven't looked at these very closely, so we got Joda the Unifier, and that's our hero, right? Our SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob, the main character,
and you know, I assume is a 5-color because of the rainbow. Because something with rainbows, right? He likes rainbows?
I'm going to assume that SpongeBob is so versatile because he truly is in the show. So maybe he could just do everything, and I think that's fine. But he again, the art they picked for this is so good. It's what SpongeBob is. It's very colorful. It's just right in your fucking face. He's like, here I am. It's great. Plankton looks so good too. Oh my god, I love this so much.
Who the heck? What is Plankton?
So let me give you the lore here actually. So SpongeBob works at an establishment called the Krusty Krab. The Krusty Krab is known for selling Krabby Patties. Krabby Patties are like the best fast food in Bikini Bottom. I'm not sure if there's any really competition. Across the street from the Krusty Krab is Plankton's Chum Bucket, which is like the rival to this.
It's called a Chum Bucket.
It's called the Chum Bucket. Plankton's whole goal in life, pretty much, is to A, have world domination, but B, steal Mr. Krabs' secret formula for the Krabby Patty. That's his whole goal. And he is like the antagonist of the show. Well, I don't even call him the antagonist. He's more just like Mr. Krabs is like arch nemesis is how I describe it. I don't think there's really that much beef between SpongeBob and Plankton. He's just another like story or another character. Great voice, by the way. Phenomenal voice. Very well designed. How does he sound?
Character. Can you do the voice?
God, I can. It's so deep, like it's so powerful. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'll give it a shot because there's flavor text. I went to college.
No, not
okay.
But that is, from flavor text perspective, phenomenal. Great line to pick.
Why is him going to college?
Because he always says, like, especially in the first season, like, you can't do this to me. I went to college. And then, like, he's like the only one, I guess, that went to college. I don't fucking know, but it's very
wow. Okay,
he says that very often.
He's really tying into like the college elitist mentality of like how brilliant we are. Yes.
He also, the thing behind him is Karen, and that's his wife. In case you're curious, very well done here. I like how they put the coin to show you how small he is. Because he's just the Plankton. It's very like, and the fact he's the one is so good, man. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. And he's toxic one, which is very funny as well.
Okay, he's also toxic. Brilliant. It's not a great
Mr.
commander.
Krabs, is he? Wait, let me read the card. Toxic one, Plankton can't block. What's that Omega symbol mean again? Like
Phyrexian mana. It's Phyrexian mana. So you can pay 2 life or a white. Either way.
Right. Choose a color. Another target creature you control gains toxic one and hexproof from the color until the end of turn. It can be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. I mean, probably not a great commander, but it definitely has some reason to play it, I guess.
I guess it's vibes.
It does fit his vibe. It does do that. Mr. Krabs penny pincher. Oh my god. 0-17. Spells your opponent cast that target Mr. Krabs costs 2. Oh my god, can I just tell you how funny it is to read that sentence?
Why is it so funny?
It's like, you never expect SpongeBob SquarePants to be in Magic the Gathering. Spells your opponent's cast that target Mr. Krabs cost 2 more to cast. 3 mana, Mr. Krabs gets X plus X minus X until the end of turn, where X is the number of islands you control. Isn't this like
This is Charix. This got played in our game by Krim.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like didn't Krim play this?
Voxy,
I was like,
as Voxy says, her son, her boy.
This is phenomenal. If you're, oh my god,
Voxy's gonna love this. Actually,
is she a SpongeBob person as well?
I don't know if she's a SpongeBob person, but I know she loves crabs for the memes.
Okay, I get you. I mean, it's great. Art's phenomenal.
So
I love it.
What if you boys is wasting time, then you're wasting money, and that's just sick? Is this a slave driver, owner of the establishment?
Brother, he is like, if what he was doing is in the real world, he would probably be in jail.
Oh,
like to what he does to Squidward and SpongeBob. His life goal is to make as much money as possible. And like there's countless examples of the show to show you like how cheap he truly is. It's very funny.
Can I just say it's nice to have you explain their motivations? It goes a long way for me.
You're welcome. Squidward is SpongeBob's neighbor, and he hates him like an absolute passion. He hates SpongeBob and Patrick because he lives between both of them.
The flavor text is I hate all of you, so I accept.
That makes sense.
Sure,
that makes sense.
Why not?
When a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to the owner's hand. When one of more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Isn't that really good?
It's actually a pretty good card and a decent commander, especially in a 1v1. It's a very decent commander. It's a very pain in the ass kind of commander.
Yeah, again, the art is just so good. Oh my god, it's just good.
Winning, I guess.
It's just, I love how they like, if you go watch the show, especially the early seasons, it doesn't have a lot of like shading. It's very just like one dimensional. I like how they added it to make it more like pop out for you. I think they did a really good job. Gary the Snail.
Yes, we have Gary the Snail.
Gary the Snail is the equivalent of like a cat for SpongeBob. That's like the best way I can describe it.
That's insane because Toxrill Corrosive is a giant monster slug evil that everybody hates. That's actually on the salt scale. Nobody likes it. Like it's one of the nastiest possible commanders. What are they doing?
Oh, interesting. At the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each character you don't control. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them.
Kills everything.
When a creature you don't control with slime counter on it dies, create a 1/1 black slug creature token. Blue black, sacrifice a slug, draw a card. It's a 7/7. Yeah, I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say 1-to-1. The only thing I can think about is like, as like Gary is, I was gonna say walking, but he doesn't really like whatever he does, whatever motion that you would want to call that. Snails over. Yeah, like he does leave like a trail behind him, like of his like goo. So maybe that's what they were going for. This one, I guess maybe the flavor is kind of a miss, but again,
it is a snail. That's it, right? It's a slug, but it's a snail. I guess as close as they could get. I don't know.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Sandy Cheeks is a squirrel from Texas. And she lives underwater as a scientist.
I need more of this explained to me. Why do we have a squirrel in an astronaut suit underwater?
So she wears the suit because she needs to breathe underwater. That's the reason.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What the hell is a squirrel doing at the bottom of the ocean?
I don't remember what the motivation is. I can't remember. She's there for a reason. I think they described it in the first season, but she's just, that's what her whole thing is. She's probably one of the smarter characters in the show, but she also for some reason really likes karate. It's kind of one of her things.
Okay. I think that they had a few options for legendary squirrel in Chatterfang and Toski, and Toski's a beloved card, I think, that, and a totally fine commander, so that can work, I guess.
3 neutral, 1 green. The spell can't be countered. Indestructible. Sandy Cheeks attacks each combat if able. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Yeah, not bad. Similar to the Grozlox, actually.
Die. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Patrick is so good. Oh my god.
Wait, what the hell?
What?
I'm trying to figure it out.
He's so good.
He's a 7-mana 6/5 with no abilities.
He's
a nothing burger.
Yeah, his whole thing in the game or the show is like he doesn't do anything. Like SpongeBob, at least, he's not like the smartest person in the world, but his whole thing is like he works at a Krusty Krab. He has the snail and everything, right? Patrick does nothing all day, and he just waits for SpongeBob. So it's actually incredible how well designed this is. It's so good.
The art, the art makes me laugh. It's really
amazing.
Funny to me, and I don't know how to share. It's just,
I love it.
He's got a board and it's nailed to his head and he's the one holding the hammer. This is what I picture every single person taking massive elves on Twitter and Reddit to look like at all times.
That is such a well-designed card for what he is. It's beautiful. I love it so much. This is the card I saw.
Counter
this
spell.
Is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Do you not know this meme?
What is happening?
So
I don't know what this is.
I don't remember what this is exactly in the show. I can't remember the scene, but the meme is I kind of have to type it. So if you write like let's say I am gonna cast Jace. I'll just put it like this. You're gonna type it like this. Hold on. It's gonna take me a second because I have to write it.
It's
out.
Okay. Now we have to place, these YouTube ads more strategically, so it's fine.
Sorry, my apologies. So that's how you're gonna type it.
Okay.
Because the point of this is like you're kind of mocking them.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like
little I, big A, small M, giant G, like caps on and off is what it is. Okay.
So the point of it is to mock the person that's playing it. So if you're gonna cast whatever spell you want to cast, the person's gonna go like, I'm gonna cast with it, and then like they just slip the counter spell. Like it's actually so good. It's so good.
Let's practice. I cast Patrick Star, and you respond with counter spell. What happens?
You're gonna go, I'm gonna cast Patrick Star, and then you drop the fucking counter spell. That would be what it is.
This is why Krim likes this. This is how Krim acts all the time.
This is beautiful. Maybe the greatest thing I've ever seen in a card game. It is so perfect. It's genius. And I'm so happy they did this.
It had to be counterspell, I guess. It absolutely had to be counterspell. That's funny. That's really funny.
It's good.
Describe what you see. I don't get these memes.
This meme is like, I forget what exactly the context is here, but Mr. Krabs is like so confused that like that's what the perspective of it, like what he looks like. He doesn't know what's happening around him. And I guess that's a perfect representation of what a daze is, because that's kind of what he goes through.
Sure. Okay.
It's so good. You may return an island you control to its owner's hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Oh.
Yeah, it's a nice little counter. It can be. It's a fine card. I'm pretty sure what's funny about this is the art, which is why I need help.
Yes, the art is good. The art is very good.
All right. How about this one?
I love this so much.
Why is it funny?
Okay, Inevitable Betrayal is there's an episode in the first season where one of the hobbies that SpongeBob has with Patrick is they go jellyfishing, which is, I don't know what the equivalent is in that real life, to be honest with you, but that's kind of the concept.
What's this jellyfishing? It's like cow tipping, or they just mess with animals.
You're like, you have like a net and you like literally capture, like you see in the bottom left in his hand, there's like a little like stick. That's his like net.
Okay.
This episode in particular is the episode where SpongeBob decides to go live with the jellyfish because he doesn't want to live his normal life anymore. Oh. And by doing that, he is like a jellyfish. And Patrick wants him back so bad that he decides to go capture him so he can come back to, like, I guess his house or live with them, whatever. So like that is the inevitable betrayal. That's what they're going for.
All right, he's trying to save his friend. That's nice. From like joining a hippie commune of some kind.
I mean, the jellyfishes don't even like speak or anything. They're just like
just joining some like wilderness no talkie cult.
I would describe jellyfish as like bees, is how I would describe them. Like they're buzzing, they will sting you. Like that's kind of the whole concept here. That's why like I don't.
Sorry, I dropped Force of Despair on him out of nowhere. I know this one. I have seen this one. I've seen this meme. This is the they're having fun and I'm not meme.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is really
if it's
funny.
not your turn, you may exile a black card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Destroy all creatures that enter this. Holy shit!
Is that card good?
If it's not your turn, you may exile a black card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'd pay 3 mana to just discard a card for wiping a board.
Oh, you don't have to pay 3 mana. You can do it for free.
Oh, sorry, 3 mana or discard a card from my hand.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That seems like a very good card.
It does only get the thing that entered, so you have to catch him at the right time. But this is funny because this is a Krim card. Krim has, like, on the Goldfish podcast talked about this card a number of times. He likes this card, and I know he loves this Secret Lair. I feel like Krim designed all of this, to be honest. I feel like he's the mastermind of all of this.
I mean, if he is, then he's to hire him again. This is phenomenal.
I just showed him Night's Whisper. I don't know why Night's Whisper is funny.
It's just the art, man. Like, it's what I think this is like Squidward is like realizing that he's spending like the rest of his life with SpongeBob or something in the middle of the night, something along those lines. So like he'll be like sleeping, he's like sleeping, and then all of a sudden he has the realization his eyes like look like that when he opens up. This is, oh my god, it's so good, man.
Because SpongeBob just like haunts his dreams or whatever.
He does. He really does.
I think I understand. So this is how I wake up when I realize I have a Raring collab today.
Oh.
I just hear that laugh. I hear that laugh, and I'm like, what am I gonna do?
When you're younger, watching SpongeBob, you're a huge fan of SpongeBob and Patrick, and you don't understand why Squidward's like this. But as you grow up, you kind of relate more to Squidward as you're going through it, because I wouldn't want SpongeBob to be my fucking neighbor. So it's very good. That's why that show is so good, by the way, because it ages so well with you that they did a good job with every character. You can relate to like basically every single person there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be a Squidward 100%.
Most people are. To be fair.
Relatable. Okay, and there's a food token.
There's the Krabby Patty.
Yeah, if you want a Krabby Patty.
I was hoping the Krabby Patty would be like an actual card, but I think that fits the vibe for this as well, because it is a food. It is the main food there as well, so it makes sense.
Yep. There's also a separate Secret Lair that is the lands. If you want to outfit the deck with lands, you can buy these.
Oh my god, these are amazing.
Is there a land that's particularly Bikini Bottom, of course, being an island, you love to see it?
I'm not sure what the mountain is. I don't know what episode that's from. It must be like one of the newer ones. But to give you context, Plains is the jellyfish fields. That's where they go jellyfishing. Bikini Bottom's the city they live in. That's the island. So I guess that's under the ocean. Sure. Swamp is an episode called Rock Bottom, where like they go even deeper, kind of like the like the Marianas Trench, how you go deeper than like the average ocean.
Sure.
Kind of like that. It's a city there with all these really weird characters. Don't know about the mountain. Forest is a city or a forest where SpongeBob and Patrick get lost in. There's like a survival episode. It's actually very funny as well. And Squidward's there too. Squidward's there too.
Okay. We've reviewed it. We've done it. We've covered
S++ tier.
They're never
close. Topping this. I don't even know how they top this.
Avatar will have Secret Lairs too. I bet.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. I don't even know what they would do for Avatar for Secret Lair. I am so pumped to see. You have no idea how excited I am to see the art for that set. Like, I can't wait.
I'm sure it will be a banger. I'm glad there's so much joy in these. I'm sure Gina is a big SpongeBob fan. She's gonna love it. Krim's gonna love it. You love it. I'm sure everybody's gonna love it. And I'm gonna be the I'm gonna cast Force of Despair over and over and over.
Do you think this is gonna be sold out?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I predict this to be very sold out. So
this is very good.
I believe it comes out about 2 weeks from, we're recording this on Tuesday. This will come out on Saturday. So it'll come out in about 9 days. It's the Monday after next. So keep your eye on your calendar, gamers, if you want to get your hands on the SpongeBob Secret Lair. I think that's correct.
I wrote it in my calendar when I looked. I think it's the 24th. That's what I wrote it in for, a Monday.
Okay. Yeah. The March 24th, guys. So be on your guard. It's coming. It's coming. Absolutely. How about that?
Be disappointed if I don't get it.
We have our beautiful tier list that we worked very hard on, that I feel like was just there to fill time so that we could do a full review of the SpongeBob cards at the end. But with SpongeBob as an S, your A's go to the horror movie posters. It goes to but nope, not Fallout. I know my things. This is Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yep, Hatsune Miku, Chucky, those are all A tier. B, we got the Instagram goblins. And Monty Python and Ghostbusters. In C, we got Fallout, the little, we'll call it Hot Wheels, but not Hot Wheels. And then there's the Fierce Guardianship Arcade thing. There's the very special, hard to find island. There's the arcane kind of punt, like minimum possible effort. And in D, we have baseball cards. Sound beautiful?
I'm good. Yeah.
I can't wait to show you some mechanically unique Secret Lairs and some of the commanders that have come out of it in the future. Maybe a little more Walking Dead type stuff and other shows. Hey, do you have like a perfect Secret Lair that you would want? Like that?
I'm an IP.
It? Yeah.
Oh God. Well, Avatar would be the dream, and they're already making it, so that's pretty sick. I'd have to think on it realistically. Because I think Avatar would be the one I would pick, like almost guaranteed. So the fact that it's coming out, I'm very excited for it.
Okay.
Maybe like a Pixar kind of thing, but I don't know if they're gonna do that because Lorcana exists now. I think that's kind of gone. There's no way they're
have no limits in your wish list of the imagination. Would it be a Toy Story? Would it be the Toy Story?
No, I just say in general, like Pixar stuff, because I feel like there's a lot of things they can do with it. There's so many. It also like the good thing about Pixar is that if every movie has the same like art style to it, like animation style, I should say, to it. It's just like cleaner as it's gone newer. So they could probably do a lot, but there's no way they're doing it. Like I can't. There's not even a reason to get hopes up. Disney's gonna be like, "Are you guys insane?" And then they'll just say no.
I mean, we got however many Marvel sets coming out. Who knows? Who knows what the future
You are
holds?
right. You are right.
But we'll be throwing down in the near future, I'm sure, with some SpongeBob freaking SquarePants memes. Can't wait to get that on camera. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.